Hello popcorners and welcome back to Popcorn and Piggy. I am in the car today because the foster guinea pigs are getting neutered. So I'm going to be kind of doing a little bit of a vlog for you today to let you know what the experience consists of. Because I know a lot of people have potentially along their journey of owning guinea pigs maybe one, maybe two boys that sometimes don't get along with each other, and maybe you have a group of girls as well and you've considered getting your guinea pig neutered. So I'm going to talk through the whole experience today just to let you know what goes on so that you know what happens and you can make the decision for yourself as to whether that is something that you want to address. So let me turn you around and show you what the situation is right now. So I currently have the fosters in the car. So this is Oscar down here. He's got my bag on top because there's nowhere else to put it. And then Dougie is in here, and he was attached to the seatbelt, but I've taken that off now. So despite only being 5 minutes away from the vets, I have given them both a big pile of hay because I'm not sure if they're going to be in this carrier all day. I highly probably would say they're not. They're going to go into like a pen or something at the vets, but if just in case, they've got a big huge pile of hay in there. And there's Dougie tucking in. And so yeah, so they're separate only because Oscar is so big that I didn't want poor Dougie to get squashed. So they're in two different carriers purely because of size rather than anything else. Obviously they're still bonded, everything's good, but yeah, just for sheer size because Oscar is so big. And here are the vets. It's almost 8:30 in the morning. They open at 8:30 and I'm here to drop them off at the very start of the day because this isn't my personal vets, this is the rescue's vets. So if you're in Malvern, this is where the rescue take all their small animals. So these guys are very experienced. Yeah, these guys open at 8:30. They will take the guinea pigs at 8:30. I'll do all the documentation and then they will be in surgery sometime during the day. It's usually in the morning, but it depends when they've got a gap, but they will have factored in time for that. So that is the situation right now. I have both fosters all in their carriers. I'm at the vets ready for them to open so I can drop them in, do all the paperwork. And basically, I'm not going to be able to film the paperwork, but the paperwork basically consists of you just giving them your contact details. So especially for this, because it's through the rescue, I will need to give them my contact details because obviously I'll be picking them up. And you, weirdly enough, all the vets I go to, because this isn't, like I say, this isn't my vets, I have another vet, this is the rescue's vets. I love these guys too, I just am at another vet's. The form consists usually of, weirdly enough, sometimes specific, like they'll ask you, quite often enough they'll ask you if your pet is microchipped, which obviously guinea pigs aren't, nor should you ever need to microchip a guinea pig. So the forms sometimes are a bit like, I don't understand, not I don't understand them, but half of this isn't relevant. I put lines through those just so that they know I'm aware it's not relevant, and then you sign it away, give them contact details, and I'm already booked in with these guys to pick them up at 4:30 later on today. So sometime between 8:30 and 4:30 is their surgery, and yeah, I'll pick them up at 4:30. I'll let you know all the details then, but they will probably have some antibiotics, and I'll get obviously the lowdown as to how it all went. But yes, we are at that situation right now, so I will fill you in later as to what is going to happen and what neutering consists of. Hey guys, what's up? So it is much later on now. I've just been and picked the fosters up. I had a phone call just about 2 hours ago saying that they had woken up from surgery and were doing well, so they were obviously in an afternoon surgery in the end. So both have come home. I've got them out of the carriers. They're both a bit subdued. They're a bit, recovering. I have Baytril for both of them. They will need it every, I think it's morning and night. No, once a day for the next 7 days, and then they go back in for an appointment in 7 days time just to check out the area, and obviously as usual you've got to check for abscesses and things. Something I learnt today actually with the vet is that guinea pigs' abdomens and kind of male parts, like all their organs, are basically all together, so things can kind of move around, and you know, nothing's kind of got a set place, a bit like a human. That's Finn on the floor running around causing and being noisy. But yeah, so that's why they tend to get more abscesses, because things kind of move around a bit and can, you know, just cause issues. So that was something I learnt today from the vet. So yeah, so they have Baytril once a day now for the next 7 days. They'll go back in 7 days, check everything's okay, and I just need to check for any lumps and bumps because that will mean an abscess. But yeah, they're looking okay. I'll switch you around so that you can see them, and then I will show you in a few days time the area so that you can see it, just because I don't want to hold them for too long right now, because obviously they're not feeling their best. They're feeling a little bit probably in pain, and a little bit sorry for themselves, so I'll just let you see face on what they look like. Here's Dougie. He's looking very wide-eyed, very scared because he doesn't really know what's going on, so I won't film him for too long. And here's Oscar. He's the same. He's feeling very tired, so I'm gonna literally just get a picture and then leave him alone, bless him. Hey guys, so it's now a few days later and I thought I would show you how the boys are doing. Their cage is looking particularly messy at the moment, but that's what guinea pigs do. Show you how, you know, what happened, show you all the area because they're obviously a few days after, so it's less painful and things now. But yeah, let me get started and I'll show you the first piggy. Okay, so here's Dougie. Say hello to everyone, Dougie. He wasn't quite sleeping, but he wasn't quite awake. I don't know what he was doing. So if I now sort of just hold his feet, you can now see what's happened. So they've obviously shaved his belly a little bit, and the balls obviously would be here, and he no longer has his balls. But there are some stitches, and the stitches are all doing well. You know, I have to sort of just double check there's no hard bits here, because any hard bits would obviously be a sign of an abscess. But yeah, Dougie's doing well. He took a little bit longer than Oscar to come round. I think he's a little bit older, so that's not surprising. But he's doing well. He's been running around the cage. He doesn't like his antibiotics, but he doesn't mind the cuddle when he gets them, so he's doing well. I'll put you back now. And here's big boy Oscar. He's not happy with me after all this, but you can probably see even better on him. So here's his shaved belly. Obviously there's less junk at the moment down here. But he's doing incredibly well too, so there's no sign of infection, no sign of any lumps and bumps, and he's not very happy with me. Mr. Grumpy Face, he's not very happy at all, but overall, he's not too bad. And this boy is quite the lazy boy anyway, so he had me worried, but to be honest, he was just being lazy. Wouldn't ya? And he particularly hates the antibiotics, the Baytril. He will literally squeal and move and hide and also thank you because he hates the Baytril, but he's such a big softie that you can win him over. It's nibbling my top. But yeah, so these boys are both doing well. They're going for their checkup on Thursday and we will double check everything, but I'm quite happy with how they're doing. But yeah, who's that? You chewing my top? You chewing my top? That was skin. So say goodbye. Bye. So there you have it. That was kind of a vlog as to how the neutering kind of process works. If you would like more information and kind of more of my experiences now fostering 8 guinea pigs that have been neutered, you know, the good, the bad, everything that goes on, everything you need to know about, have done a whole podcast on this, so check that out. It's about 20 minutes long. I go really in depth and I share even more of what happens through the neutering process. But thank you very much. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I would be more than happy to help you out and answer any questions that you might have. Same if you would like to see more of what the Fosters are getting up to and updates on them as they continue their time at Popcorn and Piggy HQ. Follow us on Instagram at Popcorn and Piggy. These guys have been featured quite recently a lot in my stories, as well as there's been some cute photos that I've shared too. But yeah, that's been this week's video, and I'll see you all next week. Bye!